Imagine a dark, silent force lurking in the cosmic abyss, aiming straight at us. Welcome to a journey into the heart of our solar system, where an unseen terror takes form. This is no sci-fi fantasy, but a tangible reality. We're talking about solar storms, a natural phenomenon that could potentially turn our world upside down. Let's begin with the basics. What exactly is a solar storm? Well, it's an eruption of magnetic energy from the sun's surface, catapulting a wave of charged particles into space. These particles travel at mind-numbing speeds, and when they collide with the Earth's magnetic field, they create a cosmic spectacle we know as the aurora borealis, or northern lights. But there's a sinister side to these celestial fireworks. While they paint the sky with breathtaking hues, they can also unleash chaos. The magnetic waves accompanying these particles can disrupt satellites, power grids, and essentially anything that relies on electricity. Now let's take a step back and marvel at the sheer power of the sun. It's a gigantic nuclear fusion reactor, constantly churning out energy. Sometimes this energy builds up to a point where it can't be contained anymore. The result? A colossal explosion, a solar storm, that hurls billions of tons of charged particles into space. This isn't some rare, once-in-a-lifetime event. In fact, solar storms occur quite frequently, but most of them are not Earth-directed. The ones that are, however, can potentially cause widespread disruption. The last significant solar storm to hit Earth was in 1859, known as the Carrington event. It caused telegraph systems worldwide to fail, even sparking fires in some telegraph offices. It's been over 165 years since the Carrington event. Our world has changed dramatically since then. Today, we are far more technologically dependent and hence far more vulnerable. Now imagine this force unleashed upon our technologically dependent world in 2024. A typical day in 2024, but wait, the sky starts to dance with colors you've never seen before. Imagine waking up one morning, your coffee brewing, your smartphone buzzing with the day's headlines. But as you glance out the window, you're greeted by a sight that stops you in your tracks. The sky, usually a predictable canvas of blues or grays, is now alive with colors that defy description. This isn't some global art installation, nor a trick of the light. This is a solar storm, a tempest of cosmic proportions raging millions of miles away, yet making its presence felt right here on Earth. As you watch, mesmerized by the swirling hues, the first signs of the storm's impact begin to emerge. Satellite communications, those invisible threads that connect us all, start to fray and snap. Your smartphone, once a source of endless information, now reduced to a mere paperweight as the internet grinds to a halt. GPS systems, once our guiding stars in the urban labyrinth, now lead us astray, their signals scrambled by the solar onslaught. The power grid, that life-giving network of wires and cables, begins to falter. Lights flicker, machines stutter and stop. Hospitals, airports, factories are plunged into chaos. An eerie silence descends, punctuated only by the sound of the wind and the distant hum of confusion. But amid the chaos, there's a sense of wonder too. All around the world, people stand in awe, their eyes glued to the sky. It's a celestial spectacle like no other. A light show courtesy of the universe itself. The auroras, usually confined to the poles, now hold the entire world in their ethereal grip. It's a sight that's both beautiful and terrifying, a reminder of our place in the cosmos. But as we stand there, gaping at the sky, we're oblivious to the true scale of the storm. This is just the beginning, the opening act in a drama that will unfold over hours and days. As the world marvels at the celestial spectacle, little do they know the real chaos is yet to unleash. In the wake of the solar storm, the world as we knew it ceases to exist. Imagine a scene right out of a dystopian novel. A world shrouded in darkness, not due to the absence of the sun, but ironically, because of it. The solar storm, having unleashed its wrath, leaves us grappling with its aftermath. Power grids across the globe collapse under the storm's intense electromagnetic onslaught, casting a shadow of darkness over our technologically dependent lives. Hospitals, traffic systems, and even our humble homes all plunge into a sudden darkness, a stark contrast to the illuminating flames that once danced in our skies. But it's not just the lights that go out. Our complex web of communication systems, the lifeblood of our modern society, also falls prey to the storm. Cell phones become useless bricks, internet connections vanish into thin air, and satellites, our eyes and ears in space, are rendered blind and deaf. In a matter of hours, we're thrown back into an era where instantaneous global communication was a far-fetched dream. Our everyday life, once a harmonious symphony of technology, descends into chaos. Food and water supplies dwindle as transport systems struggle to function without their electronic lifelines. Economies crumble as the backbone of modern trade, electronic transactions, come to a grinding halt. The world, once a global village, suddenly seems vast and disconnected, and the repercussions don't stop there. The storm's effects linger, casting a long shadow over our future. The recovery of our power and communication systems could take years, if not decades. Society, as we know it, has to adapt to this new world. A world where we are reminded of our reliance on technology and our vulnerability to the whims of our star. Thus, a solar storm in 2024 could plunge us back into the dark ages, reminding us of our vulnerability in this vast universe.